everyone, here from the Philippines once again. So today we have finally come to Balabac, a place that many people have told us to come in Patawan, because we're always going to like El Nido, Coron, and that's mainly just because it's kind of far away from El Nido. So we're right at the south of the Philippines, right next to Malaysia and Borneo. And we come here with a company called Balabac Backpacker. It's 14,500 per person, but that includes absolutely everything.
Yeah, and that's for 4 days and 3 nights. So I think that's a good price. It's like simple accommodations and just like simple traveling in the Philippines, nothing luxurious, but just for being here, it's totally worth it.
Yeah, so that also includes all the transportation. So we came from Puerto Princesa, which is the main airport in Palawan, and then we got to a point on the coast and got a boat to the main island of Balabac, and now they've brought us to Onok Island, which many consider to be the most beautiful island in Balabac. So we're going to be spending the night here tonight. So we've checked into our room now. We actually thought we were going to be spending the night in like a tent on the beach, but it's actually a proper room with a fan as well. So we're on the pier, the same pier that we've been showing. They have these like little cabins. I think on some of the other islands we will be sleeping on the beach though.
Yes, I think so.
So first we're gonna have lunch. It is still a bit cloudy, so I think it's gonna be even more beautiful later on when the sun comes out. I think we're having lunch in this place.
Paradise.
Yeah, it really is, even in the cloudy weather. Crazy colors. So the food was really nice. We had some fish, that was my favorite part. Also all these crabs, but we're allergic to that. Lots of rice as always in the Philippines. That's pinakbet, right?
Yeah, or pakbet. I don't know.
I think it's pinakbet.
Maybe, yeah.
Not sure what they call it. Just lots of veggies, chicken, and pineapple. So around here it's extremely low tide. I don't even think the boats can arrive on this side. So even as we were approaching, we could see the corals beneath us, really close. Oh, what an amazing place. There's basically no one really here either. I think there's just one other group, another boat, and that's it. So now we're going to explore the island a bit, Onok Island, which won't take long. I think the guy said it only takes about 10 minutes to walk around it.
Filipino party there.
Yeah, on the pier. So Balabac isn't super popular. It is gaining popularity. That's what the guy said the past 3 years. There's more people coming here. But still, it's not one of the busy places in the Philippines yet. Got like one of those dome accommodations here. So not only the tents, there were some tents under that shelter back there.
Basketball course, or I don't know how you call that.
Yeah, they always have the basketball net everywhere you go in the Philippines. Kind of looks like the same place that we just stayed at in Dinagat.
Yeah, a bit similar.
A triangle hut.
Just not over water.
Like Dinagat. going to do some snorkeling now. They gave me an extra pair since we only have one. Can actually see some turtles there already. And then I think in an hour's time they're going to take us out on the boat to go to another snorkel spot. Yeah, I can see it over there. Looks pretty big. So the snorkeling around here was really good, as you could see, especially the really big turtle. It was a friendly turtle too. He didn't really care about us being right next to it. And also the clams were cool.
Yeah, well, like giant, like this size, the biggest I've ever seen in my life. I didn't even know that that was possible to be that big.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can really notice the real size of things from the video footage. But look at this now at low tide. So this is where we opened the video before, where all this was water. And now it's like a huge sandbank. So I think when it's low tide, the boats can't even come here anymore on the tours. So they have to come at the correct time during the day to Warnock Island. And to leave also, tomorrow. We saw this guy chilling here before. Beautiful black cat.
Oh.
Get some yoga in. Got nice green eyes.
Yeah.
We only just noticed this too, that you can do kayaking, stand-up paddle. Don't know if that's included or if you have to pay extra. And there's no real shower here, by the way, so we had to just kind of have a little shower with the tap water there. And then the toilets, those two right there. And now that it's low tide, some of the locals seem to be collecting some things. Not sure if it's food, crabs. They had a net as well. And the good thing is that the sunset is going to go down there. Looks like it might be a good one since there's a few clouds. Usually for a really good sunset you want a couple of clouds. Quite a lot of clouds actually. So it turns out that the sunset is really epic. It looked like it was dying down and then it just kind of blew up again. You know it's a good sunset there when even above you the clouds are lit up. Had many amazing sunsets on our travels in the Philippines. Probably been one of the best countries for sunsets.
I think so. Here and I think the Maldives. But here it's like the Maldives.
Yeah, it's like almost identical. So it is the next morning now. So not only did we get the incredible sunset yesterday, that lasted like almost an hour. It was like the longest sunset ever. But we also had the full moon. So at the same time that was going on, the full moon looked like the sun. It looked like the sun was rising. And now it's completely sunny this morning. So this is how it should have looked yesterday. Quite a big difference. So yeah, hopefully it remains sunny throughout the day and we can show the full beauty of the other islands that we're going to be visiting. I think we're going to be visiting 4 or 5 locations. So now we have come to Patawan Island. Definitely need the shades for this one. The sand is blinding.
Yeah, it's so white, like a powdery white sand. And as you can see, the weather is looking great. So the color of the water is even more spectacular.
Yeah, I think this is how Onok Island would have been. Another dream island in the Philippines. And once again, pretty much nobody here at all. We actually thought that there was still going to be more people here in Balabac, but I guess not. It is a weekend too.
Yeah, that's what's more weird about it, because it's a Saturday. So we thought some locals from Puerto would be here, but no, not at all.
Yeah, so I think we'll go for a dip here, cool down, and then walk around the island. I think this one is even smaller than Onok. So you probably saw in some of the last shots that we passed some water villages. There was a really big one. Looked like hundreds and hundreds of houses. We've seen that throughout Southeast Asia. I know in some of the other countries it's usually because they don't have to pay taxes, because they're not on the land, right? They're on the water. But the guy did mention that some of them do actually own land. They just prefer to live on the water. It's like their culture, I guess. They're fishermen, easier to access the water too. And he also mentioned that culturally they're very similar to the people in Malaysia since it's so close. So the islands of Balabac are 80% Muslim. The majority of the Philippines is Christian, right? But here it's 80%. And I'm pretty sure he said that the language is similar to Malay. He either said that or he said that they actually speak Malay. And I think they sometimes marry people from Malaysia, so a lot of the people do have relatives living in Malaysian Borneo too. And the guide also said that the majority of their products come from Malaysia, since it's closer to get there than to go to a major Filipino city. Because Puerto Princesa in Palawan still takes like 5 or 6 hours to get there, whereas Malaysia I think it's just 2 to 3 hours. The swimming pool.
Yeah, the same color pretty much.
So that's funny, I just realised I've come in here with my cell phone soaking wet. Luckily it's waterproof. Not that I really want to go in the ocean water with it, but should be okay. Hello! Friendly Filipinos. So there is also some sort of resort on this island, Patawan Island Resort. Hidden inside there somewhere, can't even really see it. I don't know if it's just the little huts.
Yeah, I think there are also tents, like simple style accommodations. I don't think there's any luxurious option here in Balabac.
Oh no, none of the islands.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so it is kind of like real authentic island living, I guess. And there is no strict itinerary on this tour. I think it just depends on the conditions, the weather, the tide, things like that. I mean, I know they're always gonna try and definitely include Onok Island since that's the most famous one. But besides that, I think it can change where they're going to take you. But pretty much everywhere around here is this level, so it doesn't really matter where they take you, to be honest. It's gonna be paradise.
Yeah, you can't go wrong in Balabac. All the islands seem to be amazing.
You almost can't go wrong in all of the Philippines.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been watching our previous videos like Dinagat, Siargao, places like that, it's still almost like this level really. Everywhere around the Philippines. That's on the completely other side of the country.
This is my boat.
Your boat?
Yeah.
Oh, Dimple.
Yeah.
Yeah, Carol has dimples when she smiles. That boat's called Dimple 1. On this side of the island, there's no beach. Maybe when it's low tide. Got all the fishing boats on this side. So I think we'll cross through on the inside. These trees look super cool.
Yeah. We noticed that the boats here, some of the boats are different to the Filipino style that we see everywhere else in the Philippines. Here they have more of this style of boats.
Yeah, I think the guy said it's also because since it is low tide in so many places around here, this one can go around shallow places. So that's why they use this style a lot. Got a little local house here. So I guess people do live here as well. Even on the other island that we were on, there were some local houses. I think it's the people that take care of the resort and things like that. I think our next stop is gonna be some snorkeling once again. A place called the Coral Garden. So that should be awesome. So I'm not sure what the name of this one is. It's gonna be a lunch break, so we're not going to the Coral Garden. Maybe that's next after this. Probably some of the tallest palm trees I've ever seen. They're on steroids, these ones at the top. So I think some parts of this island are private. I don't think we're allowed to go over on that side or over there, just here in the middle. So I forgot to mention that there's 31 islands, the guy said, in Balabac. And I think the majority of them are kind of this like oval shape, exactly like the Maldives. That's why we brought up the Maldives. In the Maldives they're kind of these circular flat ones.
Yeah, with powdery sand and lots of coconuts. And I think also when we went to Malaysia, Borneo, it was the same as here. We went there like 3 years ago, and we went to some islands that were just like this. But I guess it's because we're very close by, so that's why they look similar.
Yeah, it's like the same level really.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like some artwork. Is that part of the clam?
Yeah.
The giant
Giant.
clams. There's another one here. I think that one's even bigger. So I think that this island also isn't one to do any snorkeling. Don't think there's many corals here. Just all sand in there. Don't see any fish at all. Some nice hammocks to relax. Might do that after lunch if we've got time. Alright, so now we're at the Coral Garden. It's actually right next to where we're going to be sleeping tonight. So we're going to be sleeping on that island over there. A pretty big one compared to all the ones that we've been to so far. And then over there in the distance is the main island of Balabac, a mountainous one. Looks very different to all the other islands that we've been seeing. Alright, let's see how good it is. You can already see the corals right here. So the island that we're going to be sleeping on tonight is called Kandaraman. I think we're in one of these huts here. They're still preparing it. Got the happy island doggos on this one. Wants a belly rub, Carol.
Yeah. The cutest little girl.
Really cute. On the other islands we had the cats. I think we've made friends with about 200 Filipino beach doggos.
Yeah, not just Filipino dogs, but everywhere we go.
Yeah, true. Well, it seems like the Philippines, almost every beach always has some. Hello there. Big cutie. So just like the first island today, got a big stretch of sand at the front pointing out. Yeah, the dogs are all going over there. So we're actually going to be heading to a sandbar that is right there in the distance called Starfish Sandbar. And we're going to be walking there, so I guess it really is low tide. The boat can't go there right now. Doesn't look too far, a couple of minutes maybe. We're actually wondering if the dogs are going to follow us over there, because the moment they saw us coming in this direction, they ran over to here. You guys coming to Starfish Sandbar? Already got a starfish right here. Little one. Yeah, on the path there's starfish absolutely everywhere. Gotta watch out to not step on them. It's an easy walk, not even knee height. Here we go. Starfish sandbar. Oh, there's about 4 there. 5, 6. Everywhere I look. So you could probably see from the drone shots that the sandbar is super cool. You'd have never imagined that it's this good looking from the coast back there. The island is actually kind of too, although I guess it joins when it's really low tide. I could even see some other ones in the distance. Don't know if you can walk to those though. We're just gonna walk to the second one, and then yeah, maybe we'll get an awesome sunset once again. Can definitely see why everybody kept telling us to come to Balabac.
Yeah, especially us. Like, we love beaches and we love this type of adventure, going off grid. So it's just amazing, really, really good. Thanks for the recommendations.
Now check that out behind me. Even got a rainbow here, like half a rainbow. We're getting a bit of everything on this trip. Full moons, epic sunsets, now rainbows too. So it is the third day of the trip now. Feeling very rested. We had a really good night's sleep at this place. The other one on Onok Island was really hot. We were like almost sweating in there. But yeah, this one had more ventilation. Also had a fan too, but it actually even got too cold. So we didn't use the fan during the night. It was a perfect temperature. And now it's only us left on the tour. So there were 3 other Spanish guys with us, but they were doing the 2-night, 3-day tour, whereas we're doing the 3-night, 4-day tour. So we have 1 more extra day than them. So there are different variations that you can do. I think some people even sometimes only sleep 1 night, and I guess on that tour you'll just visit the famous Onok Island. But we're definitely enjoying the multiple nights. The longer the better in a place like this. The guide also told us that there's an island over there, I think it's called Ramos Island, where there's crocodiles. So you can't swim around that one. But yeah, luckily they never come around here, so no problem.
Like Australia, some of the beaches that we went early on this year, we couldn't swim because of the crocodiles.
Yeah, but there it was like the entire coast around Cairns. Here it's just that specific island over there. So we've come to the coolest sari store ever now, on the water. Never been to a sari store like that before. Got another one over there, but I don't think that's a store. So I think we're gonna have some snacks here. So this is the crocodile territory. No swimming allowed around here. It's all like mangroves and stuff. Actually all the islands around here, mangrove islands. So they just brought us some snacks. Never seen these before. Tattoos corn chips. That one's from the Philippines. I don't know if some of this is from Malaysia. This says Philippines also. Milky flakes. Gonna have some coffee too. So you can see here the crackers are from Malaysia. Buatan, Malaysia. Not sure where that is. And this kind of bread looking thing, I think it's called shopao. That's what we see in a lot of other Asian countries, isn't it? I think it was like a Chinese thing.
In the Philippines, they have it on all places that we go. We always see that, but we never eat.
Yeah, but throughout Asia we seem to see this kind of bread. There's peanut inside though, and I'm allergic, but Carol can eat it. Nice place to have a snack. So this is today's lunch. We got the pancit, which me and Carol really love. Just like thin noodles with veggies. The rice, which you get with every single Filipino meal. And some chicken. I haven't had it yet. Is it the curry?
Yeah, curry. Not spicy, but it's curry sauce.
Yeah, we had that the other day too. It was nice. That also has some carrots and stuff. And then the other days, it's just been like fish. And also shellfish, crab, stuff like that. Lots of options. So we've come back to Candaraman once again. We're going to be here for about 2 hours because we're waiting for the tide to drop to visit the other sandbar. So this is where the sandbar is that we visited last night. But yeah, there's no sand there right now. Just an intense turquoise color. And the sandbar that we're heading to is apparently a new one. He said that a while back it didn't even exist. It's just like formed somehow recently. I don't know how it works exactly. I know when we were in the Maldives it was actually the parrotfish that would eat the corals, and then I think they basically like poop out the sand that would make the islands. So I don't know if that's the same in the Philippines too, but I know in the Maldives that's how a lot of the islands were formed. I mean, we do see the parrotfish here.
That's what I was gonna say. We see them all the time, and maybe that's why, but also maybe it's because of the currents that just brought sand from other parts. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. So as you could see, that sandbar was really cool. We actually had to swim to get to that one. This might be the only YouTube video featuring that sandbar so far, but a really cool one to visit. And this is going to be the end of our Balabac trip. So even though tomorrow is day 4, it's mainly just leaving Balabac. So we got to get up early in the morning, yeah, and then we're going to head back to Puerto Princesa, and we're going to try and make it all the way to El Nido in one day. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much the entire day in 2 vans, and it's been an absolutely incredible adventure. We had really high expectations for this trip, yeah, and it was definitely as good as we thought. Just jumping between places like this every day and being able to sleep here is a magical experience. As we said, it is pretty raw, so you're just staying in like these little huts and stuff, possibly tents. I think it depends what they have. And then the showers and toilets are all shared. We've done this kind of thing many times before, even in other countries, so for us it's fine, but not everybody's used to that kind of travel, right? And highly recommend the company that we did it with, Balabac Backpacker. So you can speak to them on Instagram. There's a page called Balabac Official and another one called Balabac Backpacker. And you can also go to the websites, which I'll link here, and also in the video description. I'll put all the information, and the website also has more information about the itinerary and things like that, the different options that you can do. And we also have a promo code where you can get a better deal on the tour, so definitely use that if you're going to book the tour with them. So as I mentioned, the next videos are going to be in El Nido. If you like this one, just drop a like as usual to support us. Subscribe to see more videos like this. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and we'll see you in the next one.